Morning, everybody. It's Friday. Weekend's almost here. I'm sure everybody's super excited about that. This is just your friendly daily reminder to think for yourself. I felt compelled to make this message and tell you guys to just think for yourself. Don't don't do something just because everybody else does it. Don't think one way just because everybody else thinks that way. You never know who's right and who's wrong. I mean, if you're with the majority, it doesn't mean that it's right. If it's on the news, it doesn't mean that it's right. If an opinion is formed from somebody or a group of people, it doesn't mean that it's right. Always think for yourself. Do research. Don't take things at surface level. And this isn't just things that happen today. This could be things that have happened for years or things that you've been told your whole life that could be wrong. They could be things that have just been passed down from generation to generation and they're just not accurate and they're not true. So I encourage everybody to think for yourself, really research things before you have an opinion on them. Don't follow the herd. Don't be a sheep just following along and just going through life, going through the motions just because everybody else does those things. Doesn't mean that it's right. It doesn't even mean like if doctors and all these prominent people that have just went to school longer than you, that doesn't give them any power to be able to know more than you. Just because doctors say something doesn't mean it's right. Research everything, and I've found this to be so true, guys. I'm not bashing doctors by any means. There's tons of good doctors out there, but there are a lot of bad doctors out there, and they'll just tell you something because they learned it in school and they've done no research on their own. For instance, doctors are not taught nutrition. So not in law school anyway. They have to go research it on their own. So if you're going to your doctor asking them for nutrition advice, they're probably going to point you more towards the direction of pharmaceutical drugs. This is my opinion and my opinion only. You don't have to follow this. Please do research on your own. But I'm under the opinion that pharmaceutical drugs are way overused. Way overused. We should always go the natural path first, but that's not the point of this video. But anyway, research everything on your own. It doesn't matter who says it. It doesn't matter if a doctor says it. It doesn't matter if a lawyer says it. It doesn't matter if a governor or even the president says it. Do your research on your own and find out what you think to be true. It doesn't matter if your parents told you that or anything. So I love this quote. Mark Twain is famously quoted as saying, if you find yourself on the side of the majority, it's time to pause and reflect. Because in my findings in life, that if you're with the majority, that's typically not the right path to be on. Because it's just human nature, just follow along with the herd and just go along with what everybody else is thinking. So my encouragement for you guys today is to do some thinking on your own, revisit things in your life that you think to be true, that you really don't have any proof of or that you haven't researched. Dive into several different, any topic in your life that you feel to be true. I've done this in almost every aspect of my life, and I found a lot of things that I was taught, growing up by teachers and in school and even by my parents. And, not saying that they had bad intentions, but they probably were just teaching what they learned. So I found a lot of those things to be not really true, or in my opinion, not true, not accurate. I've formed a lot of opinions that are against the majority, to be honest with you. And I've done more research than probably a lot of people have on a lot of different topics. So I would just encourage you guys, please think for yourself before you form an opinion on something. Don't make a snap judgment. Don't believe everything you hear. And really think for yourself. That's what you have a brain for, is to think for yourself and come up with your own conclusions. So don't let somebody else form your opinion. But anyway, guys, hope everybody has a great Friday. We're coming into the weekend. Hope everybody has a great weekend. But I will talk to you guys tomorrow morning.